Black young man, about 6'1", 180 pounds, was last seen on that north end of Horn Island. Guys, he hasn't been found. Okay, he was last talking to a girl on that north end. He went out to Horn Island with some buddies yesterday out on a boat. He's not been heard from in close to 24 hours. So guys, if you're out there fishing, if you're out there, jet skiing, doing whatever you guys are doing, keep your eyes out for Nolan. Family's going to be out there in the boat searching. We're going to try and get some air assets up there. We know there's surface assets around. Coast Guard's been notified. Local police have been notified. Guys, please keep your eyes out. Look at the poster. Look at the pictures. Let's see what we can do. Let's find this young boy. His mother's worried sick. Let's do what we do, guys. Love each and every one of you. Be safe. I hope you all still have 10 fingers and toes. Let's do work.
So y'all think this ain't for real, huh? Y'all think this ain't for real? We make these videos when black content creators, bloggers, writers, whoever cover these topics. Y'all think this ain't for real? We are extremists. No, it ain't like that. That's not for us. We could still go out on boats with white people in Mississippi, of all states. They like me. Now, people, this is another unfortunate situation right here. Very recent, Nolan Xavier Wells, 18 years of old, from a place called Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Very predominantly white town, by the way, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. He's described, black male, 6'1", 180. He was last seen on July 4th around 3 p.m. on Horn Island, which is a popular island off the Mississippi coast, 10 miles south of Ocean Springs, where he's from. A white hangout, boats and all that other stuff. He traveled to this island by boat with his white friends and was reportedly hanging out with a girl before he disappeared. Now, I can't prove that girl or who she was, but I'd assume she's a white girl. I mean, I don't know. People, I know he went with white friends, though. We got pictures of that. You know what I'm saying? But I would think that this girl was black. Snow Bunny also. He was last seen wearing blue shorts, sunglasses on the western tip of the island's north side. Now, this is one of those places, again, people, large boating crowds, holiday weekend, white peopling, okay? They say it's unclear whether he made it back to the mainland or not. Now, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, Harris County Sheriff's Department, U.S. Coast Guard, Mississippi Department of Marine Resources are all involved, along with a volunteer group called the United Cajun Navy, looking for this young black man right here. They said that they've conducted several interviews since he disappeared, and they're asking anybody who was on Horn Island who may have seen him to come forward. They also haven't mentioned talking to these so-called friends either. I haven't seen that yet. Now, I have seen things, you look at these white folks on social media, you can see them already lining up. Some of them are like, yo, talk to the friends. But then you got a good amount, just as many, talking about the currents and all this other stuff. His mother, Christine Wonesley, said he became separated from his phone at some point, and the phone has since been returned to her and his father, meaning the searchers can't rely on the phone location to help him. So his mother got his phone. His mother and his father, they have his phone now. So it's no GPS tracking and all that other stuff. Now, the mayor, named Casey Vaughn, has publicly urged anybody who was on the island that day, traveled by boat nearby, or may have given him a ride or something like that back to the mainland, contact authorities immediately. They say the smallest detail could help. His mother's on social media posting and asked people to pray that he's found alive, safe, and unharmed. And I hope so too. You know what I'm saying? I hope this boy gets back, but it just don't look positive.
After 48 hours is when the survivability index starts to go down dramatically. There were some people that thought he might have, wandered off into the middle of the island. Maybe we'd have that lake, but we sent people up there today, and if he was barefoot, there's no way he made it up there. There's cactuses and there's a lot of thorny brush and whatnot. He would not have comfortably been able to make it to the middle of the island. He probably would have turned around and went back toward the beach.
Man, I hope they find him too. It just ain't looking positive, man. I really hate to see young people like Nolan Xavier Wells get caught up like this, because I always hope that young people have the chance to make a mistake and an opportunity to correct it and learn, but it's not up to me. You know what I mean? Because these young people, they come from houses or environments or under the influence of their parents. The parents could be lost. The parents could be under Caucasian European hypnosis, might not prepare them for anything. But we know, either as black people, either two things: either this boy wasn't raised right, or he really disregards his parents and what they say and don't have respect for what they say, because you just don't go out on a boat with white people in Mississippi in 2026 with everything that's out there. You know what I mean? So when I see these young people, unfortunately, they under the care of their parents who raised them, and they never got a chance to snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? They have these weird, crazy ideas about race in America that will really get them mangled up. You know what I mean? It's really messed up. A lot of these parents, they sacrifice their own black kids. I don't know what his parents said to him. Maybe his dad was saying something to him, his mom wasn't, vice versa, who knows? Maybe they both said something and he went out on, I don't know the whole story, but it's definitely something wrong with the mind of a person in 2026 in Mississippi who goes out on a boat with white people. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's Mississippi or anywhere. White people, a boat, water, liquor, all the other stuff. Especially in Mississippi. I mean, it's so many stories coming out of that place. It's wild. A lot of these Negroes have no regard or respect for the things that people go through before them. You know what I mean? A lot of them hear these stories. They don't think about it. They go on with their life. They do the whole little post, I stand with such and such, keep it moving. It's just entertainment for them. Or they just think, oh, that could never be me. You know what I mean? So I really hate to see this happen to young people like this, man. Even more than an older person, because he didn't even get a chance to learn anything. You know what I mean? He could have been messed up in the head or blind, like a lot of people were at a certain age, but he's kind of really young. You know what I mean? Same situation, people, as Elijah Nikki Witherspoon. Remember, in South Carolina? Covered that a couple times. Out on the boat with white people, never seen alive again. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Nolan Xavier Wells here, but it just ain't looking good, man. It ain't looking good, man. You know what I mean? I hope they can find it. Maybe he's somewhere out